Metal Up World, this is CJ with CJOrtiz.com and MetalMotivation.com. This is the first of a new 5-message series I'm doing on keys to a new beginning. This is shown in my Life Domination online coaching program, which you can learn more about by visiting the link below. Keys to a new beginning. A lot of us get to that place in life where we don't think we can make a new start. Our habits become ingrained. These negative things that we've experienced seem to be cemented into our life. We don't think there's any possibility of change. We just think we're too old. You know the old saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, as I like to say, unless you consider yourself a butt-sniffing hound, then obviously you do have the power to change. Now, I understand we get overwhelmed. There's no doubt about it. Circumstances can become so overwhelming that it does neutralize us. We feel like we're just absolutely paralyzed. We can't go forward. We can't move forward. We can't escape our past. We feel like there's certain relationships we can't escape, family, friends, whatever, people that we're somehow connected to. We can't make the separation. We create codependencies, and again, we just plain get trapped. We just don't think we can make a new start. And maybe you were like me, where you get middle age and you feel like, man, I'm too old to start something new. I'm too old to get that new job that I've always wanted. You know, I'll get questions sometimes. People will write in and say, especially relating to music, they'll say, I'm middle-aged now and I've always wanted to do music, just never seemed to find the right circumstances to do it. I'm afraid the clock is running out. Should I, CJ, do this? Should I launch and try and make it as a musician? Well, that's all up to you, man. I mean, that's all up to you. It's all up to your circumstances. It's all up to the passion and the drive that you have. It's all up to the work that you're willing to put in. Now, again, when you say something like, will I make it should I try and make it as a musician? Well, that's an old term. Do you want to play music, man? Do you want to spend time playing music? Even if you still just worked a day job and played music on the weekends. I know tons of men and women that do that. Playing cover bands, original bands. They play on the weekends. They play it during the night, during the week, and they have a good time doing it, man. And they're in their 40s and 50s and older. It depends on what you want. It depends on what your parameters are, but you can certainly do it. There's nothing you can't do. So what is it that's holding you back? Do you feel like you can't make a new beginning? Do you feel like you can't make a new start? Is it going to be too difficult for you? Is the uphill climb just too steep? Let me tell you something. You can do it. If you stop looking at the size of the mountain and just focus on the next step you need to take, eventually you're going to get to where it is you truly want to be. But think about it, man. This is the only life you've got. Are you really going to let it go? Are you really going to just wait and bide your time until you're put in the ground? Is that the way you're going to go out? I don't think that's the way you want to go out. I think you've got plenty left in you. I think you've got a ton you still want to do. I think you've got a ton you still are able to achieve. So much more that you could accomplish. But you've got to be willing to take that step. You've got to be willing to believe. You've got to be willing to know that those possibilities exist. And man, you can make a change. You can make the difference. You can cut off those ties that are holding you back. You can cut off those people that are keeping you back. You don't have to allow circumstances to dictate to you. You can dictate your circumstances. And that's the point of this message series this week, is that there are keys to a new beginning. There are ways that you can make a new start. And it's not really as difficult as you might think. It's only difficult in your mind. It's the way you interpret it. You think it's impossible, but how could it be impossible if other people are doing it? We say that oftentimes, my dream is too good to be true. Well, that's not true, because there's other people living your dream, so it's not too good to be true. What you mean to say is it's too good to be true for you. Now you need to answer the question, why? Why is your dream too good to be true? Can you list them out for us? Can you tell us what they are? And how are you going to react when we disassemble them each one by one? How are you going to react when we take them apart and show you that you do have the wherewithal, you do have the possibility, you do have the opportunity and potential to do that thing that you keep coming up with excuses to claim you can't? You can do it. You can achieve it. There are keys that you can discover to a new beginning. And that's what we're covering all this week in the Life Domination online coaching program on keys to a new beginning. If you'd like to participate in this series and in the coaching program, I encourage you to visit the link below, metalmotivation.com/Life Domination Coaching. I would love to have you there. It's extremely inexpensive. I'll be in there to oversee the group. You get 5 videos a week, each week on a single subject. And it's shown in a private Facebook group, which I administrate. That means you and I get to work together along with a host of other people just like you. Highly motivated, very encouraging, no naysayers and haters and any of that stuff. So Life Domination online coaching program. Visit metalmotivation.com/Life Domination Coaching. I will see you there. This is CJ, the Metal Motivator. And remember, in whatever you do, don't suck. Metal up.